Hey, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Glmr. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. Now, also, I want to mention that I do have two donation links down below in the description. Those links will take you to official websites where you can donate to the Ukrainian refugees and to Ukraine's military. I thank you all for the donations. Even $5 is going to make a difference. So, with that being said, let's jump into the daily chart. This is TradingView. So as you can see, we are in a nasty downtrend on Glmr after we printed this lower high here in April of this year. Ever since then, we started getting rejected by the 20 EMA multiple times, and we just had the most recent back test of resistance here June 7th. And from there, we just dumped to the 1.618 fib level that I gave you a very long time ago. So if you had any buy orders at this level, you are down just a little bit, 11% right now. But that's the thing, you have to dollar cost average. I always tell you not to put all of your money into one buy order. Not a financial advisor though, but that's just not smart because the price can always go lower. It all depends on Bitcoin. And if Bitcoin drops below $20,000, God knows where we're going to end up. We could have a bounce from $14,000. We could have a bounce from $16,700. I did a video on Bitcoin a couple of days ago. You can check that out. It's going to be in the top right-hand corner of the video. And there I explain what I think is potentially going to happen with Bitcoin. And for those of you who are unaware, I do have a Patreon. And as you can see, May 19th, I did have a post talking about the potential dump over here using the Bitfinex long positions. So if you join my Patreon, you will get a lot of low cap gem calls, TA requests, market sentiment analysis, and these metrics, different metrics, and a lot of cool stuff is going to be on Patreon. So the link is also in the description. I do post there on a daily basis. But yeah, so right now we have lost the first, the 1.618, and right now we're targeting the 55 price range. That is the second fib level over here. Now, we could dump even further down, right? No one knows where the bottom is, and that's why you have to dollar cost average in through the dip, right? Even if we go down to 33 cents, you still should have some fiat left to buy at these prices. And ideally, the lower you go, the more you want to buy because, the more coins you're going to have. But, we all have different strategies, obviously. But be ready for more moves to the downside, because if Bitcoin drops below 20K, like I said, we could go to 14K presumably, because Bitcoin has never been in a recession, and we're likely to have a recession in the US, and this would mean that all markets are going to be in constant fear, and people will be off risk, and this means that Bitcoin is going to be one of those assets as well, which will provide us with great buying opportunity for quite some time, because a recession usually lasts for 18 months. Now, that doesn't mean that Bitcoin is going to be in this bear market for 18 more months. I think not 18, but 11 months. From what I know, 11 months is is how long we usually have recessions. But like I said, 55 cents is your great support zone. From where we are right now, that is another move of 32%, which is still possible. It is very possible. From the all-time high here at $16, we have moved down 95%. It would be 96% here, almost 97 at the second fib level. So this is about how altcoins correct in bear markets. That's why you should take profits when you are overbought. So this is regarding the daily chart, and here on the daily RSI as well, I do have a couple of levels that I do want you to take a look at. So we could potentially have a relief rally, and we could run into this RSI level over here. Now, this is going to be at the index of 32.8. Right now, we are in the oversold. And as you can see, usually when you are in the oversold, you have strong moves to the upside, and you can potentially run into this level just like you did over here. And from there, you could come down and print a higher low, or if Bitcoin drops, we could print even a lower low and go lower in the RSI into the oversold. The lower it goes, really, the better. If you believe in the project long term, you know, you don't have to be worried. You just have to dollar cost average in. I'm really happy about this, about the fire sale that we're having right now. So I'm accumulating as much as I can. So looking at some of these support levels here in the oversold zone, we could potentially see a bounce at 28.3, and we could see a bounce at 25.6 because we have had bounces from these zones before. So we back tested the 25.6 area as resistance over here, and we did back test 28.3 as support over here, and we almost did that here in May as well. So this is a good level potentially right now. This is where we're going to bottom out. So if you see us land on this zone, potentially have some buy orders ready to go at this area. And if you have a little relief rally, you could take some profits at 32.8 if you're looking to swing trade or potentially looking to flip. Whatever it is you're doing, you know, if you want to swing trade, that's a pretty good opportunity here at 32.83. And based on price, where do I think that could potentially take us? So if we start bottoming out here around the 1.618 and we have a relief rally, I would look for the 20 EMA to reject us. And that's a nice 41% trade. Or you could look for the 1.414, which is a 36% trade. So, you know, that's a potential swing trade for you. And I do want to move over to the Binance website right now. So moving over to the Binance website, I do want to take a look at the Stochastic Rsi, which is obviously in the oversold right now. So great buying opportunity. And keep in mind, you don't have to buy all in right now. Even though the markets are very oversold, we could still go lower. You should always have some spare fiat to buy when we print lower lows. And I do want to take a look at the MACD. So we just printed a bearish cross June 13th. The last time we did that was back in April. And as you can see, the overextended move that we have to the downside, we could potentially have the same here. And the histogram is starting to turn bearish. So yeah, this is basically your confirmation of the downtrend. Now, as you can see, the light blue trend line over here, along with this top yellow trend line, represent an ascending triangle. And we did have a target to the upside, but we ended up breaking down with the markets. And the target has been met at around about $1 here, but we did go even lower, obviously, and potentially we could come all the way back up and retest $1.11 because this is a support zone that we've tested twice in the last month and we haven't had a back test of resistance. So potentially that's something that's going to happen. So be on the lookout for that. And I do want to throw in the fib retracement over here just to see what we could be targeting as our 1.618. So 71.5 cents over here is going to be your target, because once you lose the swing low of the fib retracement, right, you have this level, you lose it, you target the 1.618, and we could potentially see a relief rally all the way there, right, and then you can print another lower low. You know, that's something that happens with these pullbacks. You get so overextended to the downside, it's inevitable you have a relief rally, and then you come back to test resistance, and you come back even lower. So be on the lookout for these support zones. Obviously, GLMR has a lot of coins coming into the supply on a monthly basis, I think. So it is going to be inflated. The circulating supply is going to be getting bigger, which means the price is going to be moving much slower to the upside. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be buying into Moon River, but on for GLMR, I'm going to be waiting just a little bit more. So yeah, if we do end up going below 50 cents, I'm probably going to get into GLMR, but if not, I'm just going to be a bit more patient and put more money into Moon River at that point. But we'll see how it goes. But I really do want to buy into this project because I'm very bullish on both Moon River and GLMR. So hopefully we can get to that 50-cent mark here. So I would say the second fib level here is a great capitulation point for GLMR. If we have a strong dump here, we could wick all the way down to this area and have a very fast recovery. And I would have some buy limit orders at this zone, right? So I'm potentially going to buy into GLMR at these prices. So yeah, that is pretty much it. If I missed out anything on the charts, please let me know down below in the comment section. Feel free to follow me on Twitter. I do post technical analysis in there. Feel free to follow me on Patreon. You get a lot of exclusive posts in there and a lot of requests. Same thing goes for memberships here on YouTube. You get the exact same benefits, just on a different platform, because I realize not everyone is going to be using Patreon all the time. So thank you all for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye and good night.